What's going on, y'all? In this video, how to deflect when people project. So first off, let's understand what projection is. Basically, you're always projecting. Every single thing you do, you see, everything you think, everything you say is a projection. Your mind, your third eye, your brain, your imagination is the projector viewing this whole physical reality like a hologram or a projector just shooting out an image. And that image is the image that you see in your mind. So people negatively project. They negatively project and say negative things and have a negative point of view onto certain topics, things, and people in this world because they're seeing it negatively in their own head. Or they already have some built up negative energy to say to you. Therefore, they start projecting some type of negative energy, and it's all some shit that's just stemmed and been built and bottled up within. So you can deflect this negative energy. You can deflect these negative projections that people is sending out to you. And you do that by ultimately understanding that you are a soul having a human experience. It is the easiest and simple way. So when somebody asks you, why you doing this? Why you not doing this? Why is you doing it like this? Why are you acting like this? Why don't you have this? I am a soul having a human experience. Therefore, you can allow that person to project and use you as a pure mirror, a pure translucent being of light and energy, and then it just bounces right back to them. Why don't you have it? As they're going to start to ask themselves because you don't want what they want. You don't have that drive and desire and thirstiness to have the thing that another person has or to be doing the thing that another person is telling you to be doing. Ultimately, a lot of this shit comes down to money. A lot of this shit comes down to material items. A lot of this shit comes down to lifestyle, ideologies, politics, religion. People is always going to be negatively projecting, saying some bad thing to you. That's why I started off by saying you're always projecting. You're just either doing it positively or negatively. So it branches us into a deeper mindset and thought process, and that is basically positive thoughts versus negative thoughts. So yeah, it's a duality world, y'all. So every thought that you have is either positive or negative. You can choose to see the world, your situation, no matter what your finances looking like, no matter what your relationship status is looking like, no matter how many hoes you got, no matter if this nigga is loyal to you or not, you can choose to positively see your situation, turn every loss into a lesson, and truly transmute, truly alchemize. So when people send you that negative energy, or people telling you that your life is bad, or you got negative shit going on, or you need to change something, something ain't right, let them negatively project. Let them talk negatively about their life or how they're viewing the world through this rose-colored negative lens, and let them paint that picture in their reality, but don't let them paint it onto your reality. Don't let them make it true and real and physical in your reality. Don't make it, or don't let it matter in your reality. Don't let it materialize other people's negative and positive projections. They bad mood, the fucking flows and ups and downs that other people is going to, wish them well. Pray for them. Y'all, you see me talking so much about religion. You see me trying to give you the truth about how it's full on mind control. But prayer is actually good and positive, and it works 100% of the time. Prayer is just a positive ray. So you send a positive ray to somebody, a P ray, P-R-A-Y, pray. It's a positive ray of light and energy and words. So when you wish somebody well, when you send them good energy, when you deflect their negative energy back to them and then send them that peace, send them that love, say, hey, you might be going through something. You may feel this way about your own life. You may want to have all of these things that you're pressuring and telling me that I should have or should be doing. And I wish you well with that pursuit in your situation. But me, I'm good over here. Regardless of what my life and my situation may look like from the outer circumstances, I am a soul having a human experience. I am good. I am in control. This is how you gain control. by first off understanding that everybody is either positively projecting something to you, which you can build and project positivity back onto them. Then you get synergy, and you get beautiful, creative flow state energy and love. But then you got a lot of people in this planet walking around rooted in fear, anxiety, and ultimately competition and comparison. So they comparing you and they comparing their life with other people's lives, and then they sending you some negative words, some negative thoughts, some shit to truly misery loves company. So that's why you must deflect people's negative projections, because people just want you to be not necessarily like super miserable and suffering, but they want you to be living and seeing and feeling the world through their lens, through their view. And they want that validation, they want that approval, they want that acceptance, they want that reassurance. And that's what people do in this world. Motherfucking vampires. Everybody's a vampire. And when I say this, I'm projecting my own vampiric nature, what I see within myself, what I've come to conclude and understand about my life and the life of all the people I know and everything that I see. And all I see is vampirism, not necessarily always negative and bad and some energy draining vampires. There's some very positive vampires out here. It's some very positive people, vampires, humans, however you want to call them. But the vampire frequency, it really does allow you to integrate. It really does allow you to look within and see, damn, what vampiric traits do I have? What negative projections am I giving out to the world? What bad shit, or what am I just labeling and calling and claiming that this is bad? This is not right. This is wrong. This person shouldn't be doing it. That's fucking vampiric, because you're really trying to get somebody to enjoy and live in your own negative viewpoint, your negative perception of something, because they don't have to see it negatively. None of us do. We can truly choose to see all things positive, all things glass half full, and at the very least, see all things as a lesson. The 4 agreements: take nothing personal, make no assumptions, always do your best, and be impeccable with your word. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. These type of spiritual books and understandings, these authors that wrote this stuff, is just pure awareness, pure consciousness. This understanding that we're all souls having a human experience, and everyone is equal, and everyone is equally doing the same thing and in the same predicament, either positively projecting, either assuming, either taking things personal. No, don't take it personal. That is what this person is dealing with. That is how they're seeing the world. That is how they're choosing to paint their perception of this reality and then send it out to everybody else through what they say, through their thoughts, emotions, and actions. The trinity of what creates our own reality and what makes us, our aura, our thoughts, everything is just, yes, it's just you. So are you constantly taking things personal? Are you constantly assuming the negative, or constantly assuming the worst? Constantly assuming that something is bad and not in your favor, that something is going wrong, that your situation is going wrong? Because the more you assume that, and the more you take things personal from other people, the more it just roots and becomes reality in your world. The more it materializes, the more you make it matter. So you got to let the shit go. And no one's perfect. Understand that first and foremost. So when you do notice that people are spewing negativity because you now are armed with this perspective of how to deflect it, then you just simply understand that no one is perfect. Don't take it personal. We all got our own journey, our own calling, our own life path, our own purpose on this planet, and what we're here to express and share. So yeah, don't condemn nobody. Judge the fuck out of them, but don't condemn them. That's how they get you in this world. They tell you not to judge. No, be judgmental as fuck and have extreme discernment, but don't condemn nobody, because none of us are perfect. We all vampires. Integrate. See your dark side. See your shadow projections. See the things that you're not taking account for in yourself, and you're projecting it onto the outside world. This is all part of a process called wake up, grow up, and clean up. You'll hear me talk more about it, but it's a psychotherapy level that you go to in this world. You wake up, you become aware, you become conscious, then you grow up, you understand that everyone else is conscious and aware and going through their own experiences, and then you clean up. You do the shadow work, you integrate. You know that you are the vampire and you are the Christ, you are the God, you are the Jesus, you are the peaceful person. And vampires are good too. That's the thing, y'all. I hate that it's even made to be a negative, bad term because, okay, there can be good humans and bad humans, right? Why can't there be good vampires and bad vampires? That's everybody's main problem, is that we call people people when we should really be calling them vampires. Same with animals, insects, bugs, and every other fucking living sentient thing on this planet. And these vampires are either projecting positively or negatively. We're all trying to survive. Every vampire is just trying to survive. So cut some slack, don't condemn, be in the present moment, and be impeccable with your word. Every single word that comes out of your mouth. Be truthful, be honest, or don't say shit at all if you don't want to. If you're not in a good mood, don't cast negative spells, black magic, curses onto people. Just choose to say the positive thing. Choose to look at it glass half full, because you're the only person that got to go to sleep with it at the end of the night. You're the only person that got to live in your own head, your own thoughts, your own brain, your own subconscious programming. So yes, a lot of negative projections, a lot of people throwing and spewing hateful energy towards you. Just have a fucking aura, a shield, a gold shield, like Captain America, a CTRL shield. Therefore, those negative projections, they just don't come through. They just bounce right back because you're strong, you're in control, in full control of your thoughts, emotion, and action. And ultimately, this is one of the very key main steps in controlling your emotions. This simple base understanding of the duality of projections, negative or positive. I love y'all. Stay godlike.